This is the story of people who have lived or owned 6 PercyTerrace.
Come on in.
In 1861, 11 people lived in this household.
In 1891, 9 people lived here. In 1873, William McKinley bought 6 PercyTerrace. He and his wife Catherine, who was a dress and mantle maker, had 2 children called William and Catherine. After the parents had died, the house was passed down to the children. We think it was rented out at some point.
Rex Wood, in 1956, bought the house from the McKinleys. He was a local man living in Lower Barrisdale. Another local man, Ernest Arthur Stanton, bought the house in 1960 from Rex Wood. He was also a local man who lived in Lindisfarne Road, being a lorry driver.
The next owner was a Beadnell widow, Margaret Philippina Hall. She lived at 6 PercyTerrace from 1966 until she died in 1983.
The Douglases were the next occupants. They bought the house from Margaret Hall's daughter in 1984. They didn't have far to move as they had a flat in Bongate without.
A creative couple bought the property from the Douglases 2 years later. George Ronan Patterson, who was a theatre director, and his wife Sharon, who was an actress. They previously lived in Heaton, Newcastle.
In 1994, the house was sold to Elizabeth Jane Sharp. She had 2 daughters, one called Lucy and one called Florrie. They all still live locally.
In 2013, 6 PercyTerrace is home to 2 adults, 2 children and a dog.
That brings us to us. My mum and dad bought this house 10 years ago. I was 4 and Kitty was 2.